Just barely made it on time. Of course, I know nobody's in here yet. I'll give everybody time to get in here. Hope everybody's having a good week so far. Are you having a good week too, Tootsie? Are you having a good week? You spoiled rotten thing. Oh, the Harveys are here. Here. Hey, Leslie. Hey, David, saying hello. I'm off my medication. Yeah, well, you hadn't had to wait as long this time because I was just live Thursday. Hey, Fred and Connie, saying hey to Jeff and Tootsie. Hershey says I don't hear. Uh-oh. I got. Can you not hear me? Can y'all hear me? I don't got Bluetooth on, I don't think. Okay, Fred says he can hear. Yeah, I didn't think I had Bluetooth on. I always make sure. Fred says loud and clear. David says, hello, Fred and Connie. Leslie, can you hear me? I know everybody else can hear me. Oh, she says, now I can. Turn your hearing aids up, Leslie. Hey, Diamondback, saying hey. I'm here, folks. Jeff and Tootsie. I know you've been busy, Diamondback. I know I got comments to catch up on too. David says everything's good here. Thank you, David. Hey, Nay. Hey, thanks for coming in. Saying hey, everyone, from Remington, from me and Remington. Well, tell Remington we all said hello. Leslie says it was silent for me for a minute. Hey, AR. How's AR doing? Saying hello. Fred says, tongue-tied, already starting fiascos. Fred said, where are you at? On a stakeout? No, I'm not on a stakeout, Fred. I'm just letting everybody get in here. I still haven't got to go where I wanted to go today with y'all, or this evening with y'all. And because where I was wanting to go, it is pouring the rain, just like it's been doing here ever since last week. Hit and miss rain showers and stuff. And I bailed out of the idea of going because it was a little bit of a drive, and I didn't want to drive that far and then it be raining and then y'all not get to see good and clear and stuff. It's already rained here, and of course, I mean, we're supposed to get more storms tonight. Let me get back to AR and Fred's comment. Blaine says, huh? Blaine says, oh, hey, Al. Hey, Blaine. Hey, Virginia. Fred saying, hey to everybody. David says, you sound very good here for me. Thanks, David. Blaine says, Fred, he's on security watch or someone, something. No, I'm pulled over because I was like, I got to get set up because I'm definitely not Lenore, but I'm just down the road from Lenore. But it's not where I wanted to go. Fred saying hey to everybody. Pam, hey Pam. Blaine saying hey. Virginia saying hey. Fred saying hey. Nay saying hey. Jimmy, hey Jimmy, saying what's up, buddy? No notification. Really? Well, I was a little bit behind going. I was like a minute behind on being live. I had to pull over real quick. Pam saying hey. Hey DJ, traveling Travels with DJ there, saying hey to everybody. Fred's saying hey to everybody. Jimmy's saying, yeah, I'm getting to that, Jimmy. I'm not reading that comment yet. I'm getting to that because there's a couple. Everybody's saying hey right now. Hey, Angie Sue. Saying hey, Jeff and Tootsie. Hey, Gary with 2 R's. Saying hello to everyone. And Virginia's thanking. Yeah, I'm getting to all that here in a minute. Fred says, hope you're having, yeah, I'm getting to all that. Let's see, Travels and Garden with DJ says, just so everyone knows that I did my first live stream today, and I'll be doing another live stream on Saturday morning at 9:45 and possibly Sunday. Don't know yet. Okie doke. I need to subscribe to your channel. And Blaine's saying what I'm getting ready to say. I was just sort of trying to let everybody get in here. Everybody's saying hey. Blaine's saying, making the same comment. Oh, you guys jumped the gun on me. So I'll go ahead and tell it. And all y'all know now. Today is Fred and Virginia Alexander's birthday. They got the same birthday. And of course, I've already talked to them this morning. But so anybody that's in here that doesn't know, wish Fred, Life with Mountain Folk, Fred that's on there, and Virginia Alexander, wish them happy birthday if you'd like to. So happy birthday again, Fred and Miss Virginia. Our #1 YouTube sweet Virginia. So anyhow, I'll go ahead and show y'all one thing that I didn't really realize that I had a view. But I am in the great city of Hickory. That thing got a hemi. Yeah, I'm in Hickory. Everybody's saying happy birthday to everybody right now. Let's see, there's Ed. Hey, Ed. Saying hello, everybody, and happy birthday to the birthday people. Wait a minute, John. Hey, John Asper, saying good evening to everyone from Columbus, Ohio. I'm just making sure I'm not missing anybody that slipped in here because everybody's telling Fred and Virginia happy birthday. I don't want to miss. Blaine says, how does it feel to finally be 60, Virginia? Lord have mercy. Angie saying happy birthday. Everybody's wishing everybody happy birthday. Gary says, let's all sing happy birthday to them. Jeff, you get it started. Tootsie, you want to sing happy birthday to them? Blaine tell Mallory, me and Connie said hey. And Blaine says, Gary, he'd lose people. Yeah, I probably would, Blaine. Diamondback saying happy birthday. And let's see, wait a minute, Diane. I hadn't said hey. Hey, Diane Phoenix saying happy birthday. Let me make sure I didn't miss one of her comments. Let me go back here right quick. I didn't see her. I didn't see where she came in. Okay, yeah, I don't think I missed. Okay, we're traveling with DJ there says you can go back and watch, rewatch it. Yeah, I can do that. So I say I got to subscribe to your channel too. Okay, and I didn't miss her. Diane come in when she said telling happy birthday. I was just making sure I hadn't missed anybody that just came in. Blaine says Fred's getting closer to Social Security. Blaine, Fred's gonna get mad at you. But y'all chat with each other here for just a few minutes. I'm gonna take you on a little ride here right quick. But yeah, I'm in Hickory, which is just right below home, down the road. Good old Hickory. I see y'all talking to each other. Fred can pick on me and putt-putt later. I was trying to get a shot of the baseball field, but I couldn't do it. But it's the Hickory Crawdads is the name of the baseball team. But check out this view right here. That there is an airport. how do I want to word it? The great metropolis airport of Hickory/Lenore, Morganton, I guess. There really wasn't nowhere I could pull off to sit and show that. I was kind of and I probably could back here at this business I just passed. And if anybody comes, I'll just say, hey, I'm live on YouTube. I can leave if you need me to. I don't know that we'll see a plane fly in because it's not that active of an airport. I'll try to get caught up on the comments here in a minute. Let me get back up here where I can at least give y'all something to look at. I wished I could have, that the weather would have cooperated to where I could have taken y'all where I wanted to go. But I was watching the radar as far as where I was wanting to go, and there was a slob of rain headed towards it. And it was one of them type rains where it was just gonna rain for a good while. Just, rain over the same place constantly, for a while, based off what the radar was showing. So is the signal coming in all right still? I didn't even think to ask that, because I've never been up in these. I mean, I have been up in these neck of the woods, but it's been a long time. A long time. But I'll see if I can, because I know they got cameras right here. I see the camera on the building right there, but oh well. If the loft shows up, I'll just say, hey, I'm showing my YouTube family some views, and I got to remember not to flip the camera around while I'm zoomed in, but I'm going to zoom in where y'all can see a little bit better. Is it coming in good and clear? And I'll try to get caught up on y'all's comments while I'm sitting right here for just a little bit. Let's see, because I know I saw where Scott came in. So, hey, Scott. Right there, Fred can pick on me at putt-putt. Yeah, home of the Hickory Tavern. That's right, Blaine. I've ate there many a times. We used to go, and I might have told this one time on one of my lives for my family back when everybody was living. Every Wednesday night, we was at the Hickory Tavern. That was the family gathering, the family meeting. Just every Wednesday night, we all loaded up and had to be there at a certain time because we got the same table every time. I mean, that's just how my dad, worked the system. I mean, once you win enough times, then they knew that you was going to be there. They knew you was coming, and they had the table ready for us and everything. Fred says, isn't Fred the same age as us? Leslie's asking. Fred says, that explains my mini golf scores, Blaine. Gary says, wow, your lawns are green there. Our lawns are brown. No rain. Gary, it's been raining for a solid week here, and it's supposed to rain the rest of this week. Virginia's thanking everybody. There's Scott, where he come in saying, happy birthday, Fred and Virginia, and to you. Yeah, I know it. Mine's not till Friday, though. And no, I'm not going live on my birthday Friday. Everybody's saying hey to Scott. Diane says, we have an airport about that size here. And there's where Scott's saying, what's up, y'all? John says, it looks like the Hooterville with Lenore. Yeah, you're right, John. Leslie says, there's a comedian named John Reap. That's who I was talking about. And he's from Hickory. He's hilarious. That's who I was talking about, Leslie. That thing got a himmy. I've seen him in person. Met him in person. Diane saying hey. Scott saying hey. Blaine says, oh wow, I didn't realize they had an airport. I have a place to land when I'm in town now. There you go, Blaine. You bring that jet on in here. Make sure you take me for a ride though. Virginia says, if I missed anybody, thank you all. And Blaine saying hey. Jimmy saying, Scott, have you got used to working days yet? Yeah, I knew about that too. I'll let Scott answer that. Scott's saying hey. Everybody's saying hey. Virginia's thanking everybody. Blaine says loud and clear. David says great signal. Thank y'all. Scott says kind of, sort of, Jimmy. Blaine says, Barney is asleep right now. You're good. Scott goes, "What's up, Blaine?" And Leslie says, "Yes, it is." And Blaine says, "Doing pretty good, I guess, Scott." And Leslie says, "Pretty mountains." Yeah, that's the some of the Blue Ridge Mountains. It's not really the Blue Ridge Mountains is more that direction. That's the Blue Ridge Mountains, which is part of, connects to the Smoky Mountains. But that's the Blue Ridge Mountains. That's looking towards home. And of course Tootsie's got y'all's view blocked. Which I'll unzoom here in a minute. Let me see, it jumped on me, so I got to get back. Let's see, Blaine says, "Doing pretty good, I guess, Scott." And then, okay, right there, I read that. And then Scott says, "Just keep your clothes on, Jeff. There's laws against that." Yeah, Scott. Blaine says, "And it will do us all a favor, Scott." And then Leslie saying, "Hey" to Scott. David saying, "Hey" to Scott. Fred says, "Love that view." Jimmy saying, "Hey." Scott says, "For sure, Blaine." David saying, "Hey." Scott saying, "Hey." Hey, Kentucky Leisure saying, "Hi, Jeff and Tootsie and everybody." Blaine says, "Bring that, how do you say that? Sanaa? Bring that Sanaa in hot and heavy." And then Gary says, "Is that Air Force One sitting there at the airport?" No, that's not Air Force One. He has been here though, but he flew in. I think Air Force One flew in to Charlotte, and this is back when the first, back in 2016 when he was first trying to get in. He came here, but he flew from Charlotte to here on the helicopter, whatever the helicopter's called. He flew in on that. Let's see. Fred saying, "Hey" to Kentucky Leisure. Leslie says, "Tootsie's just enjoying the mountains view." Yeah, anytime I roll the window down, that's what she does. Pokes her head. Scott says, "We've seen the crawdads a few times. Great atmosphere to watch a baseball game." Yeah, I was trying to sort of find a little sneak peek to where I could show y'all the baseball game, because they're playing right now. But I can't find anywhere to where I can get a view and, cheat to be able to watch it from a distance. Blaine says, "Yes, they dropped Sleepy Joe off so he could find a nursing home." Gary Virginia says, "My dad was born in the Shenandoah Valley of Virginia." And is that how you got your name, Virginia? Because of where he was born? I'm just asking. I'm not really being funny about that. I was kind of being serious. Marine One, there we go. Thank you, Blaine. I couldn't remember what the helicopter was called. David says, "Campbellsville's got an airport. We had an airplane land in 1971. Okay, Virginia. Like I said, that was a serious question. I didn't know if that's how you got your name. Blaine says, "I should do a live stream from the Savannah Bananas since I know the owner." There you go. Nothing wrong with that. And Diane's laughing with David. But I appreciate all y'all coming in. So we'll go, now that you've seen the airport, I'll mosey on back towards Hickory. Scott says President Ford landed at the airport right behind our house. Really? Well, that's cool. I didn't know that. So I learned something there. I didn't even attempt to come down here when Trump was here back in 16. I knew it was going to be a madhouse. I did try to see if I could see the helicopter though, and I kind of, I guess, maybe told a little bit of a white lie, because I did come down here, but I didn't come to where he is at. I stayed off of 321 there. When you're coming down like through Granite Falls, you got like a view that you can kind of see where he would have been, and so I stayed I pulled over right there just to sort of see if I could see the helicopter fly in, but I was either too late or didn't stay long enough. I can't remember. But I dang sure wasn't going to try to get into that mess of traffic. And I will be honest with you, I have never been on this road that I'm on right now. But I'm sure I'll come out somewhere where I know where I'm at. So y'all chat with each other here for a few minutes. I'll get to another stopping point. Yeah, I know where I'm at now. But we'll ride around down here in Hickory. At least it'll be something besides Lenore. Now, there is something else I could show y'all. It's a little bit of a drive that I hadn't showed y'all yet as far as in Hickory, and it's really not in Hickory. It's Newton / Conover area, really. Truth be known. But this is Hickory. We're in Hickory right now. And my car needs a bath, but like I said, it rains every day. So there's no use in me wasting money on washing it until Mother Nature decides to quit raining on us. Well, I saw lightning off in the distance just now too. But hopefully, you know, Lord willing, next week I can go where I was wanting to go. I mean, where I'm going to go, I'm sure a lot of y'all have seen it in person. But I'm sure a lot of y'all in here probably hadn't seen it in person and probably didn't even know that it even existed. I don't know for sure because I don't know what other YouTube channels y'all watch. And of course, that's none of my business and doesn't bother me one bit. But it's like I've always told everybody else, not everybody watches the same channels that everybody else's watch. So some people might not know of things till you finally see it on somebody's channel. There's a lot of things that I didn't know about till I saw it on somebody's channel. Yeah, I see that comment, Scott, where it says Hickory's got the Hickory Mall there's got the carousel in it. Yeah, as far as I know, it still does. I haven't been to that mall, and I couldn't tell you when. It's been quite a few years. We got one of them rat rods beside us here, or rod runs, going right there, or what I call a pissed off bumblebee. I don't know how good y'all could hear it. That's one of them. That's one of them pissed off bumblebee cars. That's what the muffler sounds like. And let's see, instead of going interstate, I'll go through town. Go to the next. You listening to that thing? Sound like a dadgum bumblebee. Yeah, tuner that needs tuning. I seen that comment, Fred. I just hadn't looked at the comment. Yeah, Leslie says there's one of them guys with a small penis car. Lord have mercy, Leslie. I'll pull over up here and get caught up on the comments so I don't get so far behind. Tootsie, how come you can't talk in real life? You'd be able to read these comments for me. That way I could laugh as I drive. You could just tell people what I tell you to tell them. It used to be a movie theater right here. Right here, that field right here to the right of us. Which I'm getting ready to pull in right here to get caught up with y'all. I don't know why they tore it down. I guess because the big one down here in Hickory, or the other part of Hickory, other side of Hickory, however you want to call it, I guess must have run it out of business. Because this one was called the Crown. It's this field to the right, the right side of the screen. But anyhow, I'm not showing the field. I'm just pulling up here to get caught up with y'all right quick. Alright, let me get back to where right there where Scott and Blaine says, dang, y'all have one as well, Scott. And Diane says, she's saying something about where I guess she went to see President Ford's daughter, or want to see. Oh, she went to high school with Ford's daughter. Yeah, I figured that out now. Fred says, there's an airport behind your house, Scott, with a question mark. And then Gary says, hey to everybody and anybody that he missed. And then that's where she's saying Ford. I figured it out, Diane. Scott says, that was my move for Amber's birthday. Helicopter, helicopter, helicopter. Everybody saying hey to Gary with 2 R's. Scott says, yeah, Blaine, that's right, behind our house. And let's see, Blaine says, I know one thing, it sure is pretty in those mountains, much better than seeing the ocean and beach every day. That's the reason I won't move to the beach and live at the beach, because I'm the opposite, just like what you're saying there, Blaine. I think the beach and the ocean is all pretty to me because I only get to see it, a few times a year. And it's like you're saying, where you're getting to see the ocean and the beach all the time, you don't get to see the mountains but a few times a year. Oh, it jumped on me. Let's see. Scott says, it's more private airport, Fred, but it's called Morrison Airport / Avery County Airport. Yeah, I knew there's an airport near Scott's. Whenever I was doing my memory to get to his house, because I was looking on Google Maps, I saw the airport that was nearby. Matter of fact, when we was there, Fred, do you not remember seeing the plane flying? Or you wasn't there yet? That was when I was there, because I got there before y'all. I got to see a plane fly over, because I even said to myself, I said, that's right, the airport's just right over here. Gary says, Hillary Clinton came to our local high school. That's a half a mile from me. No, I didn't go. Hey, well, Bill Clinton came to Lenore. That's been a long time ago. But Bill Clinton came to Lenore. I mean, that downtown Lenore held an event and everything. And no, I didn't go to that. Leslie's laughing at Gary. Scott says, Hickory Mall has the carousel. I remember seeing that. Blaine says, dang, that's loud. He needs to go to Pigeon Forge during Bumblebee Fest. Then I read Fred's. Leslie says, and then I read Leslie's. And then Virginia says, attention seeker. And then, hey, De Niro, saying wooden muffler, wooden. Blake says, don't judge me, Leslie. Scott says, the exhaust on that thing looks like a dryer vent. Blake says, what more could a city need? A Dollar General and a Big Lots. I mean, Dollar Tree. Hey, thanks for coming in, Diane. She's got to go to class. I appreciate you coming in, Diane. Scott says, Jeff, you could teach Tootsie to read. When they say you can't teach an old dog new tricks, it's a lie. Amber learns something new every day. Mercy, Blaine says, you back in school, Diane? She might already be gone, Blaine, but I'll let her answer that. And I'm caught up, so we'll head on down the road. I'm going to show y'all something else, which some of y'all would probably like to see it. Some of y'all probably couldn't care less, just because I'm being honest. But it is something I haven't shown, at least on my show. All right, come on, slow pokes. Virginia saying bye to Diane. Well, Lord have mercy. That brightness was supposed to turn. I'm glad see, that's why you got to watch these crazy drivers. That darn van was in that the van going up yonder was in the turning lane. He just blew right through it and kept on going straight. You're supposed to drive past that light before you get over here to turn here. That's how people get hit, killed. I'll have to catch that comment here in a minute, Blaine. I'm gonna see if it'll hold it. Maybe it won't jump till we get down here to where I want to go. This part of Hickory used to be booming way back in the day. Now it's not hardly much down through here. Used to be a Pizza Hut right there on the left. That building, it's the white one, the white building with the black roof right there to your left. That used to be a Pizza Hut. Not no more. It's the cigar hut now. I guess you can go in there and buy cigars and puff cigars. I had to look to see what it was. I didn't know what it was. And then we're going to get to see a whole bunch of car dealerships now, on the left side and the right side. All kinds of car dealerships in this little section until we get to the next stoplight. And y'all see it, because right here to the left, we just passed it. That's that ice cream place that I pulled into where Tootsie got into the Wendy bag. And I know some of y'all remember that live show where Tootsie got into the Wendy's bag. Had herself a good little treat while I was in there getting a milkshake. But that was at nighttime, so you're getting to see this stuff at the daytime right now. Oh, hey, Gio. I see where Gio, Mad Cat came in. Hey, thanks for coming in, Gio. It's not supposed to get dark for a little while longer, but it just seems like it's getting dark. I guess because it's so cloudy with all these rain clouds around. I'll get caught up on you guys' comments here in just a little bit. But for the ones that's just coming in, that might not know, Life with Mountain Folk, Fred, his birthday is today, and Virginia Alexander's birthday's today. So in case anybody's in here that hasn't heard that yet or doesn't know that, today's Fred and Virginia's birthday. And the mall, up here's the mall that Scott was talking about. It's got the carousel in it. I would ride through the parking lot, but I don't think the carousel is close enough to the doors to where I could be able to show you from the car. I know it's kind of right when you walk in, but it's a little bit ways away, if it's even still there. That's what I don't know, because I haven't been in that mall. I'm telling you, It's been quite a few years since I've even been in the Hickory Mall. These last 3-4 years, I guess, maybe ever since Mom's passed away, I sort of kept all my shopping in my hometown just to keep the tax money in the county versus bringing it down here to Catawba County. There's people down there in it. The mall's right down here to the right. I couldn't tell if the carousel was in there or not. I was trying to look real quick. But I'm taking y'all somewhere else. Right fast. Before it gets dark. And I haven't forgot about you guys. I'll get caught up on the comments. I don't have much farther to go. All these darn stoplights catch me though. I guess I could try to get caught up on some of them while I'm sitting here at lights. Let me get back here because it jumped on me. Let's see. Okay, right there. Blaine says, Jeff, anything you do or show us, I love and appreciate. Wait, let me rephrase that. Some things I don't. Strip. Blaine. Lord have mercy. And then Blaine says, I miss the Pizza Huts that had buffets and stuff. And the lights turned green. Maybe it'll hold the comment right there for me. Right there's the College of CVCC to the right. Catawba Valley Community College. And the sheriff's sitting over there. Walmart Supercenter was to the left right back there. And we're oh, the chat jumped on me. And we're technically out of Hickory, or getting close to being out of Hickory. I gotta pay attention right here because there's one place I want to turn so I can be able to show y'all what I want to show y'all. I think it's right. Yeah. I gotta turn right here. And yes, I'm pulling into a cemetery, but I have a reason. I have a reason. But no, it has nothing to do with the cemetery. I have to go into the cemetery here to be able to show you what I do want to show you. If we can still see it. I hope we can still see it. I know I've been able to see it before, even with the leaves on the trees. I got to get up here up on this knoll up here. And the trees got it. I guess I ain't gonna be able to see it. You can see the lights, but you can't see the whole shebang. Let me get on up here. I know this is where I come when they shoot the fireworks, when I know they're gonna have fireworks. This is where, yeah, okay, right here. Well, you still can't see it that good though. But I can stop right here and back up because this is the highest point. You just won't be able to see really what I was wanting to show you. But right here, and let me zoom in, that is Hickory Motor Speedway, not that monument right above it. Let me get the monument out of the, see the lights that look like football field lights? That's Hickory Motor Speedway right there. And I guess these trees, since the last time I've even been here, these trees wasn't this tall Because used to you could see the track from here. So the trees have grown since the last time I've even tried this. So I apologize. Oh well, I tried. I'm just trying to show something different. Let me get caught up with you guys. Ain't nobody here. All right, let me get back here to Scott. That's where I left off. He's talking about didn't want to see me stripping or something. Lord, y'all have chatted. Okay, right there. Blaine says, I missed the Pizza Hut that had buffets and stuff. Only a few left nowadays. I had Pizza Hut tonight, but they only do carrots. Yeah, that's, well, mine's finally doing the dine-in again, Blaine, but no buffets or nothing. It's just you can go in there and eat. But mainly people still doing the carry-outs, though, and that's what I'm doing. I don't go in and eat. I call it in. And I'm on, just in case somebody comes, I'm going, instead of sitting in the middle of the road. But let me get caught up with the chat, because I know y'all don't care to see a graveyard. Geo's saying, howdy, brother. And Blaine saying, hey. Scott says, it ain't my bedroom, is it, Jeff? Has it been telling everyone he's seen where I live, or the live action takes place in my... Yeah, but see, on your show Sunday night, and I wish Leslie would have been there. She'd got a kick out of that. But you got to remember, I said where the live show happens, not where the action happens. It jumped on me again. Hang on, let me get back to Scott's comment here. Put the car in park. Let's see, I'll be getting, and Geo saying, hey neighbor, and Scott saying, hey. Blaine says, oh shoot, or is it the bathroom? You know, the bathroom's where I said the magic happens. On your show Sunday night. Daenerys says, I heard some Pizza Huts were bringing back the buffet. Really? I hadn't heard that. But that's cool if they do. Geo saying, hey to Scott. Leslie says, I remember Tootsie in the Wendy's bag. That was the funniest thing, listening to her tear into that while you were gone. Thank you, Geo, saying awesome reception. Kentucky's laughing at Scott. Scott says, Blaine, I can't keep paint on the walls in the bathroom because of Amber. And Blaine says, Geo just reminded me of something. They just broke ground on the new Buc-ee's coming to Brunswick, Georgia. It's about an hour and a half from us. Well, there you go, Blaine. You're going to have a Buc-ee's to go to and do a video. Scott saying, hey to Kentucky. Geo says, yes, Blaine, guarantee I'll be at grand opening. And Blaine says, there's Wendy's, speaking of which. Yeah. And Geo says, it's June of 2025. Scott says, Jeff's birthday's Friday. Yeah. I was telling them a little while ago that my birthday is Friday. And Blaine says, same here, Geo. Scott says, you be able to see it from, or you should be able to see it from the parking lot. And, well, you can see the, I'll drive down there, Scott. You can see the grandstands, but I think they've got a gate up. That's the thing, because, like, you know, there's nothing going on right now. And I think there's a gate that will keep me from being able to pull into the parking lot. I'll go down that way and look. That's no problem. Geo says, I went to Florence last week. That's 2.5 hour drive for me. And Blaine says, we've been there. Not a bad trip, Geo. Geo says, I read somewhere they trying to do a Buc-ee's every 100 miles between Florence and Brunswick. Would be Point South area. And John Esper says, I saw my newsfeed, Louisville, Kentucky is getting a cookout. Really? Well, that's going to be nice. Oh, cookout's getting popular, like Buc-ee's. Blaine says, Hardyville is in the talks, Geo. Probably the new exit. Blaine says, dang, those folks just have been dying to see you. Blaine! Geo says, that would be crazy in Hardyville. And Fred says, sorry, had to step outside for a short bit as we had a visitor. That's okay, Fred, no problem. Scott says, Blaine, the last time I was in Pizza Hut was Sunday after church when Amber got naked. I remember that story. Blaine says, I have heard it from many, Geo. And David says, are we going to dig up bones? Digging up bones. I'm digging up bones. But my version, David, is not digging up bones. It's sitting on the throne. Sitting on the throne. I'm sitting on the throne. And I ain't going to sing the rest of it. Perpetual Care Cemetery. Geo saying, Life says, what did we miss? Just a little bit, Fred. Not a whole lot. No fiascos, at least not yet. Or while you was gone, there wasn't any fiascos. Scott says, Fred peeing outside is more relaxing, ain't it? They have you blacklisted on all Pizza Huts, Scott, Blaine saying. Geo saying, hey to Fred and Connie. Fred says, not for that, Scott. And but Micah, I'll have to answer you later. I'm live right now. Blaine says, dang, they put a racetrack beside the cemetery. They be trying to wake the dead. Yeah, that's truth. GF says, nice cemetery. Scott says, now we haven't been to Hickory, or now we haven't been to Hickory. I think he's meaning now we've been to Hickory Motor Speedway. Hey, Dry Creek. Hey, Rob Denise. How are y'all doing? Any updates? Have you found out yet on the diagnose or the results of his test as far as Rob's, Denise? If you have any updates and want to tell it. Scott says, oh, that's why I go outside, Fred. And everybody's saying hey to Rob. And hey, Dan the Mountain Man. Hey, buddy. Hey, thanks for coming in. He's saying hey to everybody. And Dry Creek saying hey to Leslie. And David says, hello, Mr. Rob and Miss Denise. And Leslie says, I always miss the Sunday night Scott's Live because we have church Sunday night. And Rob and Denise is saying, hey. Virginia says, at least no one will pester you there, Jeff. Yeah, you're right about that, Virginia. Virginia said her Pizza Hut closed down. Everybody's saying hey to Rob and Denise and hey back and forth here. Everybody's saying hey to each other. That's what I'm meaning. Gio says, so what's famous about Hickory besides Tootsie? Who knows, Gio? I have no clue. I got to show Tootsie to y'all. Y'all saw the back of her head there earlier. That's it. Virginia's saying hey. Dry Creek saying hey to everybody. Everybody's saying hey right now. Wait a minute. They told Virginia it's been a roller coaster ride, to be honest. Been a long week of waiting. And yes, continued prayers for sure. I was just seeing if they'd gotten the results yet or not. Scott says, can you see the carousel behind the Valley Hills sign? When I rode by, Scott, I tried looking real quick. I don't know if it's still in there or not. Gio says, I missed the spicy Monstro soup on Pizza Hut's buffet. And Blaine says, Micah trying to send you her Snapchat. Yeah. Pam saying hey. Fred saying hey. Blaine says, Stacy was supposed to be here. And everybody's saying hey. Fred says, she may be lurking, Blaine. Yeah, Stacy Boo said but I hadn't, she might just be watching, who knows. You know how Stacy is. Blaine says, just like anywhere in North Carolina, Hickory is known for its furniture. Yeah, used to be. I guess it somewhat still is known for the furniture, but it's not really labeled that anymore. Dan says, it's been 15 years since I've been to Pizza Hut to eat. Lord, that's a long time. That's a long time, Dan. It's only been, it's been 2 weeks. Matter of fact, this Friday, that's what I'm going to have for my birthday. I'm going to go get me a pizza Friday. That's usually what I eat on Fridays is a pizza, which this past Friday I had pizza, but I didn't have it at Pizza Hut because I was somewhere else. Anyhow, I hate these darn trees that have grown up to where you can't see the racetrack as good. But like I said, though, it's been, Lord, it's been 10 years or better since I came up to this graveyard to watch that one race where I caught the end of it because I only came up here to see the fireworks. I thought, shoot, I'll come up here and watch the fireworks from up here and not have to fight the traffic. You know, I'm not cheating or anything. I'm just being smart about stuff. You know, if all I'm wanting to see is fireworks, why fight the crowd? Go where you know you can see them and watch them for free. If it's, you know, I'm like the old saying, if it's free, it's for me. I don't see nothing wrong with that. I mean, it costs me gas to drive down here, but if I can keep from fighting the traffic, you know, why not? I know y'all are chatting away now. I'll have to get, but I'm gonna go down here. Scott's wanting me to show y'all the racetrack a little more up close if I can get into the parking lot. I just don't know. I don't know if they'll have the gate open or not. So I'm gonna have to pay attention and let all this traffic get by where I can drive slow. Because they got a couple of entrances. Because it's right here to the right. Man, it looks like I'll be able to pull in. So here it is. This is where it almost all started. Oh, did y'all see that lightning bolt? I mean, I watched Harry Gant here. I watched the Allisons. Lord, who else? Darrell Waltrip. I don't know that Richard Petty, he might have raced here, but he was already not racing by the time I started coming, if I remember right. But now they still do races here. They still do some races here. Not NASCAR, just crazy type races. And you can see some of the, oh, it's starting to rain. I have to roll the window up. You can see some of the track right here. But that fence is gonna block some of the view. But right there's some of the, I mean, it's got a little bit of a banking to it, which I know it's hard for y'all to tell. Oh, hey, I see where you're having to go back to work, Dan. Hey, thanks for coming in on your break, Dan. Don't work too hard, buddy. Let me pull down here and get caught up with you guys again. There's some of them crash and bash cars right down there in that field. And that's what they call it, crash and bash. They have, I missed the event. Matter of fact, it was the night of Scott's party that they had a crash and bash event here. But they'll have another one this fall. And I might be home for it. I don't know yet. All right, let me get caught up with you guys. Get back here. Okay, right there. Gio says, okay, can we go somewhere else? Sorry, the cemetery is depressing. Yeah, we already moseyed on, Gio. Dan says, I have been to, it's been 15 years. Okay, I saw that comment. John says, I haven't eaten any Pizza Hut in probably 20 years. Blaine says, I bet I can tell you how many dead folks are in that cemetery. You probably could, Blaine. Hey, Linda. Saying, hey, Jeff and Tootsie and everyone. Blaine says, all of them. Dry Creek says, all right, we just did. It's not malignant. at this time, thank the Lord, but it does still have some suspiciousness to it. So it has to be repeated in 3 months. So good news for now, and hopefully stays that way. Oh, thank the Lord. Everybody keep praying for Rob. So far, so good, but it's like what my aunt was having to go through. I still gotta wait and make sure that there's nothing there. Virginia says, I wish you a very happy birthday, Jeff. Thank you, Virginia. Dry Creek saying, hey. Scott says, every one of them but Jeff and Tootsie, Blaine. Y'all are crazy. Blaine says, prayers keeping on your direction, Rob and Denise. There's Amanda. Says, I got a scam call. I talked as Victoria for 25 seconds and got told something in crazy voice, and my job was successfully done. Fred says, are you sure? Blaine asking for a friend. Blaine says, he's on the road, not grass. Dry Creek's thanking Blaine. Kentucky Leisure says, the Pizza Hut Pan Supreme is the bomb. Me and my wife's favorite. Closest Pizza Hut next to me now is an hour away. Holy moly. Yeah, no, my Pizza Hut's only about less than a 10-minute drive. Blaine says, well, you might be right. If someone's buried, someone's alive, Fred. Liza says, praying for continued good news, Rob and Denise. And Amanda says, it's Amanda, please pass the southern peas, please, not the kidneys kind, please. You're right about that. We don't want no kidney stones. And then there's where Dan said he had to head back to work. And then Dry Creek says, thank you, Leslie. And Scott says, Jeff, just tell them the number 3 rides forever. That's right, and they'll let you in. You're right, Scott. You're right. I don't know. No, I think the Yarboroughs might have been already done too, Blaine. I mean, that's been a long time ago, and I was young. Benny Park, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know all of them drove here, yes, but I was naming the ones that I got to see. I know they all drove this racetrack that y'all are telling right there. But as far as the ones that I got to see drive, that's the ones I was naming. Amanda Police says, get me a hot dog and a large soda. Gio says, reminds me of old Oglethorpe Speedway in Savannah, Georgia. And Blaine says, true, they used to have that Speedway as well as Hardyville, Gio. And Scott says, Jeff, take us into the porta potty. I got to pee. Dry Creek, or Jimmy sending prayers to Dry Creek. Amanda says, Scott has to pee. And then Fred says, go out back, Scott. Gio says, legend cars. Lasted only 6 years in Hardyville. I think they still do the legend cars here and the modified and something else. And of course they do the crash and bash events. The twisted metal, whatever you want to call it. It's a bunch of wrecking stuff, you know, where they just go in there and tear up cars on purpose and put on a show. Scott says, but I've never used red porta potty before, Fred. Blaine says, did you tell the scammer your secrets, Amanda? And Fred says, ask Amber for a cooler. And Blaine says, I should have sent Amber an igloo cooler for her birthday with a poop emoji pillow on it. And then Amanda says, I'm saving it for my autobiography, Blaine. Virginia says, Fred, did you go out for your birthday? And Gio says, our local Pizza Hut is actually a hut walk. It can only hold 3 people. Really? Jeez. And Scott says, Fred, I can't just go anywhere live, Amber. I respect coolers more than she does. Oh, wait a minute. He's saying, Fred, I can't go just anywhere like Amber. I respect coolers more than she does. And Fred says, because it's during the week and we still work, we're going out this Saturday with the family. Did you go anywhere? So Fred's asking Virginia if she went anywhere. And everybody's saying hey to Amanda. Amanda's saying, hey. Hey, James. He's saying, hey, guys. Virginia says, our favorite restaurant is closed on Tuesday, so we're going tomorrow. A friend spent the afternoon with us. Well, that's good. And I hope you and Fred's had a wonderful birthday, too, and I'm caught up on the chat now. So let's see where we want to head, because it's getting dark, and it looks like it's getting ready to become a toad stringer. Lord have mercy. So let me think of where else I can take y'all. Lord, it's already 8:30. It's crazy how y'all pass the time. Yeah, I know. I gotta watch the. I saw some of that comment there. I gotta watch your Friday live, Scott. I hadn't watched that yet. Oh, James, yeah, for the ones that's just coming in, Fred, Life with Mountain Folk, his birthday is today, and Miss Virginia Alexander, her birthday's today. So we got two birthdays today, celebrating two birthdays today, Fred's and Virginia's. So yeah, anybody that's just coming in, if you want to wish Fred and Virginia a happy birthday, more than welcome to. Oh, golly. That light caught me off guard. That's why I try not to pay attention to the chat. Look how dark them clouds are looking over there. I wished I could have gone where I wanted to go and take y'all, but I knew it was going to do this mess. And it's not much of a live show, or at least in my mind, it's not much worth going live in the rain, because then y'all can't see as good. And I just feel like y'all don't enjoy it as good as you could if it was clear. But I mean, that's my opinion. Now, granted, if we're really seeing something good and seeing something interesting, and it started raining or whatever, then so be it. I'm still going to show it and try to show it to the best of my abilities. Of course, now the snow's a different story. I know y'all enjoyed it when I drove around in the snow this past winter. I know y'all got a kick out of that. Is Jimmy waving by, or is he just waving? I do see that comment. If you're having to hop off to go to bed, Jimmy, I understand. And don't work too hard, buddy. Because I know it's getting close to his time where he usually hops off and gets ready for bed. It's crazy how dark it is, like behind me and to the right of me, but then it's, daylight right there in front of us. We'll go down here to the mall, see if we can see that carousel. How's that? That'll give us something to look at. I know Scott's wanting to see the carousel. It doesn't get any greener, old buddy. I don't know if I've ever said that on a live show before, but that is a famous saying. When somebody sits at a green light, it doesn't get any greener, old buddy. And I'll tell y'all another one that I don't think I've told on a live show. Let me get up here to the stoplight where I can be able to tell it better. Anyhow, so say I'm at home right now, and this is where I got to turn to go to the house or whatever, and there's cars coming at us, and I was with my dad, and there's a car in front of us sitting at the light, and of course it's green air to turn left or whatever, and of course they're waiting on the cars to go by, and then there's a gap comes along. Well, the car in front of us doesn't make the turn to where we could go also. It still sits there and waits either to where they can go safely or whatever. But all of a sudden, my poor daddy, he hollers out, "They're coming from Boone!" Oh my gosh, I was in tears. And I say that from here on, you know, after he passed away, every time we're sitting at that stoplight, you know, and I have one in front of me that won't turn, I'll yell, I'll say, "They're coming from Boone!" I figured some of y'all might get a kick out of that. And if I sounded loud right there, I apologize. But I had to tell it like Dad tells it, or said it. Let's see, I know this is where the carousel is at, Scott. Yeah, right there it is. It's just not lit up. We're looking right at it. Right there's the carousel that Scott was telling y'all about. It's Valley Hills Mall. But it's already, nobody's riding it right now. I guess they've already got it shut down for the night. So let me pull up here, and then I'll point back towards the carousel so y'all can at least look at it while I get caught up on the comments. Because it's getting ready to come a monsoon. Alright, let me get back here to where we was at, or where I was at. So yeah, Jimmy was going to bed. I saw that as I was scrolling back. Okay, right there's where James came in, and then there's where Scott was letting me know about the Friday night live that I need to watch, about the cooler talk. And everybody saying hey to James. I see Amanda says, "I got a pack of Orange Crush. I remember as a kid, Minute Maid orange soda." Well, Amanda's, she's either doing research or she's older than she says she is. Of course, I guess, I mean, of course, that's been out for a good while though too, so. And then that's where James is asking birthday. Blaine says, "My favorite restaurant is called Miss Virginia's. It's in Pennsylvania. She also has a YouTube called In the Kitchen with Virginia." Yeah, only in our dreams, Blaine, as far as the YouTube channel. That's only in our dreams. See, everybody's saying hey and happy birthday, and that's where Jimmy was going to bed. Amanda says, "If my birthday was every week, I would be 3 million years old." Yeah, you're right about that, Amanda. I think we all would be that old, if not more. And then everybody's saying happy birthday and thanking everybody, and everybody's saying bye to Jimmy. And Leslie says, "I love the rain, purple rain." John Esper saying happy birthday to both of them. Blaine says, "You're already 126 years old, Amanda." And everybody's thanking everybody and saying good night to Jimmy. David says, "And Tootsie's friend Jeff's birthday coming up Friday. Happy birthday, Tootsie's friend." Thank you, David. Leslie says, "Are you kidding? Anywhere you take us is a good live, no matter if it's raining or not." Well, I know, Leslie. I know. And I get it, because I know what you're meaning by that, because we can all chat with each other. Linda's saying happy birthday to Fred and Virginia, and then that's where Jimmy was waving by. And Amanda's sending birthday wishes. And Scott says Popeyes is a good place to eat. And Fred's thanking Amanda. Amanda says the sky looks pissed like in Tampa tonight. So she's getting rain in Tampa, Florida, I guess. Amanda is. Leslie says, I don't, it don't get any greener. Yeah, did you like that comment, Leslie? it don't get any greener there, old buddy. Blaine says, just don't tell the ones you told him bingo last, or just don't tell the one you told him bingo. Yeah, no, I do have a good one to tell while y'all are in here. I do have, and Miss Virginia, I'm apologizing ahead of time, but you stay in here, Miss Virginia. There's no cuss words in it, but I do have a good one to tell, but it's not the one that I told him bingo last night. The one in bingo doesn't have any bad words, but it's, well, it's nasty, but not nasty in the way y'all are thinking, as far as it's not nasty language, but it is nasty. It's got to do with tampons, that's all I'll say. And no, it's not the one that I told a couple weeks ago, but it's even worse than that one. Let me stay up with you guys, because I got that joke to tell now that it's getting a little bit later. Hang on, where do we go? Linda saying hey to Scott. Fred says, oh, good grief, Blaine. And Virginia says, good night, Jimmy. Tell Connie I said hello. Blaine says, I do that every week, at least one person. I say, my gosh, these folks are in Georgia. Or those folks are in Georgia. And Scott says, I rode the carousel when we played Newton Conover in football. Amber dared me to, and I took her up on it. So yeah, I don't blame you. I would still ride it, Scott. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with riding a carousel. Amanda says, boom, boom, like Mario Brothers 3. And then Scott says, good time that was. And then Leslie says, I love monsoons. Leslie says, Jeff, come on. Do you really still believe any of that garbage? Amanda says, I'm 96 years old this year around the holidays. And Scott's laughing at Leslie. And David says, Amanda is a mystery lady. And Virginia's thanking Amanda and John Esper. And Amanda says, it's not easy to figure out a girl with the last name like Please. And Virginia's saying, hey to Linda. Are y'all ready for the joke that I got to tell? Are you ready to handle a joke? Joke telling time with Jeff and Tootsie. Jokes with Jeff time. There you go, Blaine. And Linda's saying, hey, Virginia, did you make your own birthday cake? So I'll wait and let Virginia answer that question. I got to get my paper out. Yes, I had to write this joke down. This one's a doozy. I told Leslie, I said, I'm not sending you this one because I'm going to tell this one tonight on the live show. That way nobody knows what I'm getting ready to tell. I sent her a couple of funnies earlier today. I'll let Virginia answer Linda. Linda was wanting to know if she made her own birthday cake. Boy, them skies look, I mean, let me look at them clouds. They show up a whole lot meaner looking on my phone than they do here in person. It's dark, it's definitely dark, but it brings out the clouds more on the phone than it does. All right, here we go. Blaine says, my birthday is in March. It's March 20th. I like red velvet cakes, banana pudding, carrot cakes, gift cards, and any donations up to just shy of $15,000. Good Lord, Blaine. Virginia says, Linda, yesterday I made 4 loaves of pineapple zucchini bread and a chocolate zucchini cake. My daughter gave me a bunch of zucchini. Now, there you go. Amanda says, cheers. It's adult hour with Jeff and Tootsie. And then Fred says, time for Jokester Jeff. All right, so let me get some light on in here. All right. Now, this one is a little Johnny joke. That's what this joke's going to be. It's a little Johnny joke. So y'all can already figure what this one's going to kind of be like. Teacher asked Johnny if there are 3 ducks sitting on a fence and I shoot one, how many are left? Johnny said none. Teacher said there's 2 left. How do you think that way? Johnny says, because if I shoot one, the other 2 would fly away. Teacher says, I like the way you think. So then Johnny says to the teacher, I have a question for you. 3 women are walking out of an ice cream parlor. One is sucking her ice cream, one is licking her ice cream, and one is biting her ice cream. Which one is married? Teacher says the one sucking it. Johnny says, no, the one wearing the wedding ring, but I like the way you think. Ah, Lordy. That's all I got. Let's see, Linda says, Virginia yum. Blaine says, I'm joking, I actually hate getting presents. You get to an age where you don't need anything except family, friends, and most of all, God. That is 100% accurate, Blaine. And Leslie says, he wrote it down, children. I hear the paper out. Hell yes, I wrote it down, Leslie. And Virginia says she doesn't like birthdays anymore. And Fred says, good grief. And Blaine says, I hear you, Virginia. Leslie says, Jeff, I love that you crack me up on those jokes. Scott's laughing and Tootsie's rolling. Yeah. I figured y'all'd get a kick out of that one. I did when I heard that one. You know, when I was scrolling through social media there and I heard that joke, I said, that's a good one to tell. I says, it's dirty, but it's clean. Because you got to be old enough to know what the heck they're talking about. Wait a minute. Blaine says, Scott licks his ice cream. Is he married? Y'all got me in tears. Hang on, I'll show Toots. Come here, Toots. Come here, get up here. Let me get the camera where I can. There's Tootsie. There's the star. I know y'all been dying to see her. Get up here where they can see you. Amanda's laughing her ass off. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh. Yeah, once again, y'all always have to where it's a fun life for me. Look, Leslie's saying, Tootsie. Yeah, right there's Leslie. Or at least her name. Blaine says, I love ice cream, or ice cream. You sit right there. Nope, see it. Sit next to him. There you go. Virginia says, I just went, use the other finger. Wait a minute. David says, I repaired an air conditioner last week for 2 lesbians, and they asked me anything we can do for you, and I said, sometime I'd like to watch. That's a good one too, David. Virginia says, I just went out to put patio umbrellas down and got mosquito bitten. Oh, Lord. Fred and Connie says, laughing at Blaine, that's why Scott likes popsicles. And Blaine says, dang, Fred. Laughing. And Angie saying, hey, sweet Tootsie. And David says, they came back today and gave me a watch. Amanda says, Jeff can't get away with sucking a straw on camera after tonight. That's pretty good, Amanda. I didn't think about that. Blake's laughing at David, says, always on time they are. I didn't bring me a drink with me or nothing. My mouth's dry. Got what was left of that. Oh, update on the church change too, before I forget. I'm about halfway, but it's dang near nothing but quarters. So I'm gonna have to see if I can get another, because this sucker's gonna be full before Labor Day. So I'm gonna have to, church Sunday, I'm gonna have to ask them if they've got any more bottles. Let's see, Linda's saying hey to you, Tootsie. And then Leslie says, meh, licking is better than sucking, in my humble opinion. Lord have mercy, here we go. Scott says, Blaine, I spooned mine, not out of a cooler. Blaine says, dang, both ways, huh, Leslie? And then Leslie's laughing. Then Blaine says, we done gone south. Get back up here where they can see you. Yeah, at least sit there. You go. There you go. At least sit up. Yeah, where they can see you. And Lordy, yeah. Well, I knew I'd open up a few can of worms by telling that joke. Fred says, way south, Blaine. And Leslie says, south is the best way to go. Dry Creek says, okay, we came back into licking is better than... Yeah, and Blaine says, that's why we waited till time to go. Or that's why he waited till time to go. And the man says, I like hot dogs with extra mayonnaise on top. Here we go. That's going to think about old Fred and Blaine's going to know what I'm talking about. Old Ninja and Bingo there, where we talk about the chili dog. Fred says, Sunday's coming. That's right. Blaine says, true, if the South would have won, we'd have it made. And Leslie's going gross. And then Blaine says, chili dogs. Yeah. I just told a joke, Rob Denise, just like, I don't know, 5 minutes ago, if you want to back it up real quick, but you don't have to. You don't have to. But that's what's got this part of the conversation started. Because the joke had to do with licking ice cream, sucking ice cream, and biting ice cream. Yeah, Blaine says, tell it again. We pretend it's new. Lord have mercy. Hey, Rob Denise, are you still in here? I mean, live wise. If you are, I'll read it again. Because Leslie got a kick out of hearing the paper rattling because I wrote it down. Let me know if you've well, they just commented. Okay, they're still here. All right, I'll tell it again. Teacher asked little Johnny, if there are 3 ducks sitting on a fence and I shoot one, how many are left? Johnny said, none. Teacher said, there's 2 left. How do you think that way? Johnny says, because if I shoot one, if I shoot one, the other 2 would fly away. Teacher says, I like the way you think. So then Johnny says, teacher, I got a question for you. 3 women are walking out of an ice cream parlor. One is sucking her ice cream, one is licking her ice cream, and one is biting her ice cream. Which one is married? Teacher says, the one sucking it. Johnny said, no, the one wearing the wedding ring. But I like the way you think. Lord have mercy. Get up here, Tootsie, so they can see you instead of staring at me. Get up here. Hearing the paper rattling was my best part. Leslie, quit giving me hell about that, Leslie. Dry Creek says, could be all 3 of them are married, just saying. Oh my God. This is why I love doing live shows. I can tell you what. That's why I love it. That's why we're all family in here. David says, we are embarrassing Tootsie. She don't want to show her face. And then Dry Creek's just saying. That's true. That's true. But yeah, I told one that's way worse than that though in bingo last night. Blaine and Fred can contest to that. Because they told me not to tell that one. I said I won't. I mean, it don't have any bad words in it either, but it's just nasty. Fred says bedtime for Tootsie. Yeah, we're about to head home because it's 9 o'clock. And I got a little bit of a drive. Blaine says true, and she might be sucking, biting, and licking at the same time. Leslie says probably the time griping about something about married one. Or gripping. Probably the time gripping about someone is the married one. Or griping. No, it's griping. Yeah, okay, yeah. I know what she's saying there now. Sorry, Leslie. I had to reread your comment there a few times. Dry Creek says, so along these lines, I ever tell y'all that I dressed up like Monica Lewinsky for a Halloween party years ago? Hell no. I hadn't heard this story, Rob, or Denise. I'm taking that this is Denise telling this. Blaine says, did you stimulate Rob's package, Denise? Scott says, pretty sure all three of that dries up after marriage. Scott. Blaine says, that's prune ice cream, huh? Talking to Scott, Dry Creek says, gotta stimulate the economy, Blaine. And Leslie says, I meant the one griping. And then Leslie says, that's amazing, Dry Creek. I'd love to see that. And then she said, sure wasn't Rob. So I figured it was you, Denise. Lord, how mercy, this has been something else tonight. Amanda says, call Tootsie like she's far away and keep calling and watch what she does. Tootsie, where you at? Tootsie, come here, Tootsie. She's just like, she's laying over here like, you dumb ice, I'm laying right here. Oh, and bark. I'm not barking, Amanda. Let's see. Rob Denise says, wore a blue dress, straightened my hair and curled it under and bought a cigar and pinned it to my dress. Lord have mercy. And then Fred says, hope not, Dry Creek. And Leslie's laughing. Blaine says, my. To God be the glory, and to get back on track, it's Amber's fault. Leslie says, she just thinks you're an idiot. Yeah. You're right, Leslie. You're right. Did you put stain on the dress, Denise? Leslie's asking. And then Scott says, wait a minute, whoa. Scott says, 20 years of marriage, Blaine, you go from licking and sucking to watching them shit a cooler full. Jeez. TMI, Scott. Virginia says, I took the phone and gave it to hubby so he could listen. Lord have mercy, we've run Virginia off. We've run Miss Virginia off. Amanda says it's a YouTube thing. And then Rob Denise says, yep. And Blaine says, and never cracked a smile, Scott. She cracks sometimes. She cracks something, yeah. And Leslie says, perfect. And Blaine's laughing. Scott's laughing with Blaine. Blaine says, oh no, been good seeing you on the lives, Virginia. Fred says, I'll catch you on the Greenway shortly, Blaine. Talking about they're going to go play golf. So anyhow, let me get this where it'll stay stable. Come here, Toots. Come on. We'll tell everybody good night. Scott, that's just crappy. And Blaine says, yes, sir, Fred. Yeah, we're going to head home. It's starting to pour the rain now, so ain't going to really be much looking at now. But, hey, it's been another fun night tonight. Went better than I expected, actually. Blaine says, I passed Jeff on the bingo board today, so I'll let him catch up to me now tonight. If I get on, Blaine. If I get on. Linda says, Virginia, you'll never forget this birthday. Live with Jeff. Leslie says, Scott, how do you get that to happen? Larry still won't even fart in front of me. Amanda says, I'm a Sunday school teacher by day and a dancer at night. Angie says, hope you have a great birthday Friday, Jeff. Thank you, Angie. And David says, good night, all. Now I can get off my medication. Thank you, Tootsie and Jeff. You're welcome, David. Even though you really don't take medication. Lord have mercy. But yeah, definitely enjoyed it tonight. I appreciate all y'all coming in. Blaine says, you serious? I fart in front of Mallory after dating for 2 months, Leslie. Now we don't use the restroom or shower with door open, but farts are okay. So they don't use the shower or bathroom with the door open, but they'll fart in front of each other. Linda says, Leslie, consider yourself lucky. And thank you, Amanda, for the birthday wish. Leslie says, a bisexual stripper, Sunday school teacher, what a church. And Gary saying good night, that it's been something else tonight. Diamondback says good night. Everyone be safe driving home, Jeff. And happy early birthday. Thank you, Diamondback. And then Dry Creek says, I'm not going to that church. And then Leslie says, I'm dead serious, Blaine. Blaine says, they lay hands on you, Leslie. And everybody's saying good night. And then Amanda says, thanks, Sunny Delight. So she had a spiked Sunny Delight tonight. It sounds like. Thank you, David. Yeah, Linda says, Amanda, please don't stop. Blaine saying night off. Yeah, good night, everybody. Hey, as always, love each and every one of y'all. Always have fun in here, try to at least. Maybe next week I can go where I was wanting to go to show y'all something different, something at least worth looking at and worth watching. Thank you, Blaine. You don't really have to do that, but I appreciate it. But until next week, or until next time, Lord willing and the creek don't rise, we'll see you next Tuesday night. Love y'all. Bye, everybody. Yeah, Amanda says, I won't stop, Linda. But yeah, I'll leave it on where y'all can tell each other good night real quick, and then I'll kill the live feed. Okay, Leslie. Sounds good. Lord, they need more lights in this parking lot. You can't even see. Let's see, because it's a maze to get out of here sometime. Thank you, Linda. And if I missed anybody else telling me happy birthday, I appreciate it. Yeah, I'll get up here where I gotta stop and then I'll end the show.